see that? Perfect. I hear yes, or see yes. I don't hear it. So this is the book we'll be reading today, like I mentioned. So let's start, shall we? Please participate if you have anything to say while I'm reading. Let Janelle know. I will also keep asking questions to you while we're reading, okay? So The Word Collector by Peter Reynolds, okay? Collectors collect things. Some people collect stamps. Some people collect coins. Others collect rocks, and some collect art. Some collect books. Others collect baseball cards, and some people collect comic books, just like the Archie comics. And Jerome, what did he collect? Let's find out. Jerome collected words, like wonder. I love that word. He collected words he heard. My trip to Peru was perfectly pleasant. Certain words caught his attention. Peru is one of the words he collected. He collected words he saw. Willow, willow. Certain words just jumped out at him. He collected words he read. Emerald from The Wizard of Oz. Have you read that book before? Let Janelle know. I myself have not read that book, but I've seen the movies. Certain words popped off the page. Emerald, just like that. Short and sweet words. 2-syllable treats. Let's see the words he has collected so far. Spark, bloom, drift, dream, treasure, motive, whisper, glimmer, hover, and candid. All right, I have another question for you before we keep going. Not this one, we already asked you this one. What do you collect? I want to know if you collect anything. Me, I collect coffee mugs. I love collecting coffee mugs. When I travel, I try to get a coffee mug from the city I'm at. However, I found that if you're traveling with a small backpack, you cannot get that many mugs, of course. So I started collecting postcards now. That just fits anywhere. It's just a piece of paper. And I also collect coins, just like we saw when we saw some people collected coins on the first page. And I did bring you something else I do collect. It's buttons. I don't know if you can see it yet. Let me move it a little bit more. Sorry, that's very noisy. So as you can see, I have a coffee button, Harry Potter, because again, I love Harry Potter, a $, because you always have to save money, and coffee. I love coffee. So these are buttons we've made at summer camps. We have a button making machine. Hopefully next time there's no pandemic, so we can all see you in person and we can make buttons together. All right, Janelle, do you collect anything?
I collect Disney pins. So when I've gone to different places like Disneyland, I like to buy some of the pretty pins they have.
Ooh, that is pretty. And what are some campers saying they collect?
There are so many. I see a lot of you like to collect money too.
Ooh.
I think Celia likes to collect bugs, and
nice.
Carissa and Kira both like to collect rocks.
Nice.
I know a couple of you like Annie, and I think I saw another one of you, I think it was Lila, likes to collect coins. Venus, Rajni, and a few others I've seen like to also collect rocks. Samuel likes to collect shells.
Ooh, shells, yes.
I know another one of you said you like to collect Beyblade. Pine cones by Santa. Carter also likes to collect rocks. And collecting cards, that's cool too. Acorns by Princess. Pokemon books.
Pokemon books, that's good. I think there was a time I collected books, but then it got to a point that I had more books that I haven't read that I did read. So I stopped and now I'm catching up to all those books I haven't read before. Now that we have more time at home, it's a perfect time to start reading all those books that I haven't read. So let's continue. And I have another question for you. What is your favorite word? So we're talking about Jerome, and he collects books. The protagonist of the story collects, sorry, not books, words. And it just anything he hears, reads, and sees in his daily in a daily basis. So me, my favorite word, actually a word I find funny. So backstory, I my first language is Spanish. I came to Calgary or Canada in 2009, September, so almost 11 years ago. And I didn't know many words in English, but the word I found the funniest, anytime somebody would say, it's pickles. Pickles, that word makes me laugh. So I would say that one is one of my favorite ones just because it sounds like a happy word, pickles. It makes me laugh. So I want to know what your favorite word is, or maybe a word you find funny to say. I know some words in English are funny to say. So Janelle, do you have a favorite word?
Oh, yeah.
Putting her on the spot.
I have a favorite word. Okay, you know what? You'll have to come back to me. By the end of the book, I'll have a favorite word.
Perfect.
But maybe some of you can try guessing it maybe later at the end of the session.
Yes. And do our campers saying their favorite words?
Yeah, there are lots of favorite words. So Miles loves the word hi.
Oh.
Let's see. Kira likes love you.
Oh, yes.
Celia likes peaceful.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Santa likes magic. Ryan's favorite word is actually a number. So that's 6.
Yes.
Annie's fantastic. Guang, you really love Pokemon.
So is his favorite word Pokemon?
It's Pokemon.
That's good. I like that.
And then I have some other ones like infinitely. That's a cool word.
That is a cool word.
Treasure from Princess.
Treasure.
Aiden, I don't know if that's a word with all those letters and all those numbers. So you may have to choose a different one for now. Iris likes love. Let's see here. What else?
Maybe Aiden's word is a made-up word. I do have a favorite word that doesn't really exist, which is lumos, and that means light in the Harry Potter books. I thought it was Latin, but turns out it's not. It's made up by the author. But so let's continue. Again, Janelle will be answering to you privately. There is too many answers, which I love. She loves to. But just give her a chance to reply to you, okay? We'll continue and we'll have more questions. So let me stop sharing the slide. And now we're going to continue with the book. So we left off right here. And multisyllable words that sounded like little songs. Kaleidoscope, wonderful, symphony, guacamole, and geometry. There were words he did not know the meaning of at first, but they were marvelous to say. Aromatic, vociferous, effervescent. Those are hard words for sure. And again, if we don't know a meaning of something, the dictionary is your best friend. I know myself, I used the dictionary a lot when I was learning this language. There were words whose sounds were perfectly suited to their meaning. Tyrannosaurus Rex, torrential, molasses, smudge, and billow. Jerome filled his scrapbooks with more and more of his favorite words. Look at all of that. Just glue, tape, pages and pages of favorite words. Let's see which ones we can see here. Timber, breeze, Henry, ascend, wings, Palermo, that's a city. Soul, shimmer, like a shimmering light. What else? Everlasting, harmony, brilliant. And look at that. He just has a lot of favorite words. Jerome's collections grew. He began organizing them. Dreamy, science, sad, action, poetic. So every book had a category. One day, while transporting them, uh-oh, Jerome slipped and his words went flying everywhere. Uh-oh, look at that, poor Jerome. Just all these words flying everywhere. Can you imagine all your hard work collecting these words and now they're just flying away? As he began to pick them up, he noticed his collections had become jumbled. Jumble is also a funny word, I find. It sounds funny, like a jumble. Lust, dream, cloud, royal, blue, star, harmony, silent, chocolate, orchestra. Big words next to little words. Sad words next to dreamy words. So it's just a mix now, it's a jumble. Jerome began stringing words together. Whisper, symphony, electric, peace, savor, dreams, cascading, stars. Words he had not imagined being side by side. He used his words to write poems. I want to know if some of you write poems. I started writing poems just recently, and I really enjoy it. It keeps my creativity going. So I want to know if you write poems, maybe poems for I see some of you are saying, I don't write poems. So maybe some for your parents, siblings, friends. I know I've given poems to my family. Just small words. I see some of you are saying you don't, some of you are saying you do. He used these poems to make songs. They moved, they delighted. What about songs? Have you ever written a cool song? The first song I wrote was when I was, I think, in junior high. It was silly, but I don't even remember it, but I remember I wrote a song in junior high. Oh, some of you said you hate singing. That's okay. I love singing, but my sister says I cannot sing. So.
Sometimes you just need to sing when you're feeling crazy or when you're feeling sad. Doesn't matter if you're good or not.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to get a crazy dance out.
Yes, I for sure sing all the time. I love singing. I just can't sing. Okay, let's continue. Some of his simplest words were his most powerful. I understand. I'm sorry. Thank you. You matter. These words are so powerful. It's interesting because they're only a two-letter sentence. Sorry, a two-word sentence. Oh my goodness. But they say so much when you say it. Like, I'm sorry. You know you're apologizing. Thank you. You have to be thankful anytime somebody does something for you. And you matter. That's a puppy right there. It's cute. Jerome eagerly collected more and more of his favorite words. Just more and more. Just keep writing these words like molecule, brilliance, peace, waterfall, vision, infinite, hugs, love, brother, light, spice, bungalow, bohemian, harmony, gaggle, onomatopoeia, and thanks. The more words he knew, the more clearly he could share with the world what he was thinking, feeling, and dreaming. Words are so important. With words is how we communicate, right? Written words, spoken, just different ways of communicating with words. One breezy afternoon, Jerome climbed the highest hill, pulling a wagon packed with his word collection. Look at that, you guys. Look at that. It's so many, like a full bag or 3 full bags of words. That's how many he collected over time. He smiled as he emptied his collection of words into the wind. He's going to give everybody the gift of words. He saw children in the valley below scurrying about collecting words from the breeze. Look at that, everybody's so happy. Jerome had no words to describe how happy that made him. And that will be the end. This is something I really like, this quote right here by the author. Reach for your own words. Tell the world who you are and how you will make it better. Peter Reynolds. So this is the end of our book. I hope you really enjoyed this story. Like I said, this one and Say Something, they're two of my favorite story time stories. And I recommend this book if you want to keep reading it. I know there is many ways, or read it again, sorry. There's many ways of seeing it online. There's a YouTube video of somebody reading it. So, and again, we're gonna record this. And we're recording it, pardon me. And you can always go back to this video and just read it along with me again. So now I wanna tell you about the activity. So this is something you can do at home. Just like Jerome, you're going to make your own word collection book. So I will show you mine, what it looks like. I'm really excited. And these are my favorite words. Ta-da! So this is my word collection. As you can see, I put stickers and I used a lot of different color markers and stuff. I'll go through the supply list too. And again, for the adults, or if, oh my, what is this word? Oh no. For the adults, you will receive an email with a survey and also your take-home activity. So let's see my favorite words, shall we? Beauty, ocean. So as you can see, you can put as many stickers as you want. I had some letter stickers, so I used those letters as part of my words. I had some animal stickers. I love the ocean. A cool fact about me is I was born by the Caribbean Sea, so I just love the beach and everything like that. So wonderful, stronger. I love that word. It sounds so strong. It's just what it means, right? Words, just words. Stop, fruity, butterfly, cute, and cloudy. And you see I added a little cotton ball to make it seem like it's cloudy. Bike, I love biking, so that's one of my favorite words too, just because I love it. You can actually also write words, things you like to do, like biking, running, playing. Lego is a word too, and just put it there too. It doesn't have to be necessarily a new word. And then once you learn of new words and you hear new words, you find out their meaning, you can add it to your word collection. This is by no means I only have 3 pages. I'm going to keep adding to my book later. Fun, cool, loomis. Again, that's a made up word, but that's okay. It's a word in a book. Just like Lego is not necessarily a word, but it's a brand. So light, stardust, youthful, traffic, and watermelon. This is a funny word for me too. Puppy, mustache, lovely, moped, zoology, dinosaur, x-rays. I had an X and I was like, what should I use with this X? X-rays. Smart and greatness. I really love this word right here. That's why it's like one of the bigger ones. Greatness. Because we're full of greatness. So it looks like Janelle has a question.
Well, Gabby, are you finished your word collection, or
yes,
are you still going to show them? I'm
going to now explain how to make this. Again, you will receive an email with instructions. I just want to go through the materials and how I made this. But sorry, Janelle, what's your question?
So Gabby's going to show you all how to make the word collection. So your adults at home didn't get the supply list yet for this because we wanted to read to you all the story first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come onto the camera just so you can all see me, because I've been hiding behind the other computer to answer all your amazing questions and your answers. but Gabby's going to show you all how to make the word collection, which you can make after the session. Also be behind the other computer answering all your chat box answers and your questions. And then if we have time left, we'll see if we can either interact more with you or read another short story, just to see how much time we have left.
Yes. So just so you know, this Storytime series is not the full hour of a regular camp session. I know most of you have seen your names before, the other sessions we've done, which is Marble Maze and Optical Illusions, as well as the Marshmallow Igloos. We do have one more this afternoon. But Storytime it can vary from 30 minutes to 45. It's not quite the full hour. So that's one thing. But I will go through with you. So let me just switch cameras. I will go through with you how I made my word collection. So what I did was with full pages, so a full page of a construction paper. So let's pretend this is a full page. I cut it in half. So I used 4 sheets of construction paper and I cut it in half, and now I have 8. So the reason why I have 8 is because 4 of them, as you can see, there is 4 half pages here. So 4 of them are going to be for my book. Again, if you want to add more, you can always do so. And the other 4 I'm going to use for the strips of paper that I'm going to glue onto the pages. So as you can see, I did it in different colors, so it pops out of the page. So yellow and orange, blue and pink, red, and as well red and blue, pink and blue. So I just want the words to pop out of my pages. So again, you're gonna have 4 that you're gonna use as pages. 3 are going to be pages, 1 is going to be the cover, so that's 4. And the other remaining 4 you're going to use for your words. You can add as many as you want. I made my strips bigger, others smaller. Add anything you want, stickers, or be like me and add a cotton ball if one of your favorite words is cloudy, and things like that. I also got some stickers. I had stickers at home already, so I used them. You can just use the stickers you already have at home, or if you can buy some, that's fine too. And then this one is particularly, you will need the help of your adult. You will need to punch 2 holes to bind together your book, or you can just staple it, that's fine too. So I actually prefer to use the yarn or string or ribbon with the 2 hole punch, the 2 holes, because that way if I want to add more, I just take the string out and add more pages. If it's stapled, it might be harder. You might have to take the staples out and then staple it again, but it's just your choice, that's fine. I thought I didn't have a hole puncher, but turns out I did, but I was going to staple it if I didn't.
So Gabby, we just have a quick question for you, and it is, what type of glue do you use?
Yeah, for sure. So I used just your regular glue stick. If you don't have a glue stick, you can also use white glue. Just be careful again with how much you use, because this is paper. So if you use a lot, you might make it soggy and then it's gonna fall apart. So I recommend more the glue stick than the white glue, or just use tape. If you use tape and just tape the strips, that's fine too.
And then we have another question from Ryan of, do we have to do this activity?
No, this is completely optional. This is why we're doing this as a take-home activity. You can do it if you want. I also encourage you, if you do it, to send us a picture of your collection book, of your word collection book, and to summer.camps@ca.ca. Janelle is going to type the email address for all of you to see, because we do want to see what it turned out to be, and I want to see your favorite words. If it's just one page, that's fine. I want to see that page and stuff like that. And you don't need to send a photo. I see that's a question. You don't need to. Again, this is also optional. So if you do the book, that's optional. And if you want to send a picture, that's also optional. We just want to see if you want to share it with us. We would be happy to see it, and we'll reply to your email.
And optional just means that you don't have to do it if you don't want to, for those of you that didn't know. And like Gabby said, you don't have to send in a picture, but we would absolutely love to see what you make if you decide to make it. And I'll just put the email in the chat box for any of you that want to see it.
Yes.
And I think before we go, did you have any other questions for them, Gabby?
Yes, I want to know, sorry. What is your favorite season? This is going to be on the poll. Just because I want to ask you more questions, I want to get to know you more. So again, this is a poll question. And if you don't see the poll pop up on your screen, you can chat with Janelle and tell her what your favorite season is. I love winter. I know it's super cold here in Calgary, but I come from a country where we only have rainy season and just hot season. So seeing the snow for the first time almost 11 years ago was such an amazing moment that it just became my favorite season. Also because Christmas is there. Christmas happens there, sorry. And Christmas is my favorite time of the year. I just love seeing the lights, decorations, people getting together. That's why winter is my favorite season. What about you, Janelle?
My favorite season is also winter. I am a December baby, so my birthday is in December. So I think I naturally gravitated or naturally started to like winter and all of the snow that falls around.
Yes.
But I see a lot of you love summer. Some of you like spring and some of you like fall.
Most of you like summer.
So I guess my next question for all of you is, what has been your favorite activity to do so far during the summer? Is it eating ice cream? Is it biking? What do you think? And for those of you that are still with us, Gabby and I will be interacting with you more during these next 10 or so minutes, just because we want to give you all a chance to chat with us and get to know us, and for us to get to know you. But if you would like to leave the session now, since we finished the book and demoing the optional activity, you can leave. But if you'd like to stay and chat, then you're more than welcome to.
Yes. So thank you for joining us for our very first story time series. We hope you join us again soon. I know we also have a session today at 1, Marshmallow Igloos. So if you're registered for that session, we'll see you then. Janelle will be leading the activity, and I will be behind the scenes this time. And the next story time, it will be 2 weeks from now. So Friday the 31st, July 31st. And that one, what book are we reading, Janelle?
We are reading The Name Jar.
The Name Jar. Also, I think it's Janelle's favorite. So I hope to see you there then. And Janelle and I thank you again for joining us. It was great seeing the amount of participation we got for this session. And we'll see you next time again. If you would like to continue chatting with us, we'll stay here for a little bit longer. But otherwise, if you want to leave, that's fine. We thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
So it looks like a lot of you are answering biking, eating ice cream. I see someone said slip and slide. I think Maribel, I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm so sorry. I think you were on another session where you said that, and I never knew what slip and slide was. I see a lot of biking, and I'm glad a lot of you like biking. Alex says swimming. Miles makes books. Oh my goodness, that sounds so cool. What kind of books have you been making, Miles? Sasha says eating ice cream. I also have another question for all of you that are still here with us. Would you like me to come around to the other side of the camera so that you can see me? Or is it more fun if you can see Gabby and then just another voice talking behind the scenes?
They can actually see my word collection on the book right now. Eating ice cream, you make books. Oh, I know one of you asked a question of if there is a pre-made book, word collection book. I don't think so particularly. I made this from scratch. I'm sure, however, if you search it, if your adult searches it on the internet, maybe you'll find one that it's already with the strips cut out and stuff like that. But it was fun making this from scratch, actually. I loved the process of it, coming up with words, cutting them, putting stickers. It was really fun. So I recommend just making it from scratch.
If you do not want to make one from scratch, or if you don't have the material or like the supplies, then you can also just get any normal notebook that you can buy at like a grocery store or at Staples, and then you can decorate that one however you want and add your words in there.
Yes. So I see Ryan is asking if the session's tomorrow or in 2 weeks. So story time happens every 2 weeks, except for the last week in August. We're not doing any sessions that week. Our last story time is on the 21st of August. So in 2 Fridays from now, July 31st, so 2 Fridays from now, we will be having our next storytime session. But every Monday, we will be having an actual activity for the grades 1 to 2 campers. So we had the marshmallow igloos on Monday. We have one more at 1 p.m. today for those who registered already. And then next week, we have Oobleck, and the following week, pollen producers. And the following week, we have fish patterns. So that one is a cool math activity. So
Fish patterns will also have us reading a book with
yes.
it. So for those of you that are interested in that, that is great, and you can sign up for that once it goes up. I think other than that, if you have any other questions, or if you, for the adults there, if you missed sign up for story time in 2 weeks from now, just send us an email and we'll see what we can do, because we still have some space in the story time session.
Yeah, send us an email again, summer.camps@say.ca. It's the same email we've been communicating with you. So you will receive an exit survey. We want to hear your feedback, maybe what other books you'd like us to read, and if the activities, you want more activities and stuff. So we always want to hear your feedback. I want to thank everybody who's saying, I liked the session. We are happy you liked it.
It looks like we have quite a few of you still here. So we have a question for all of you again, which is kind of a spin. Do you have any questions that you would like to ask us?
Oh, yes.
And we'll happily answer anything that you would, well, most things, hopefully, that you ask us. And I will come over to the other side of the computer so that you can actually see me this time instead of hiding. And Gabby will turn that video back on.
Hello. So Janelle has joined me now. Let me just turn off this camera.
I'll turn this a little. There we go.
Yes. So do you have any questions for us before we go? I know it's almost lunchtime, so some of you might be heading for lunch now.
What do you, I know some of your names have been at our past sessions.
Yes.
So I'm wondering if any of you remember what mine and Gabby's favorite colors are.
Oh, do you remember? Oh, Janelle, we forgot to ask you your favorite word.
Oh, my favorite word. Oh, no. I quite like the word cheerful.
Oh,
that reminds us all to be cheerful.
It does. The word itself sounds cheerful, like cheerful.
Maddie said right away what our favorite colors are.
Maddie, good job. Purple for me. I love purple. And Janelle is yellow. She loves the color yellow. So some of you have been raising your hands. If you have any questions, please type it. If you raise your hand, we cannot talk to you privately, like ask you the question. So you have to reach out to us first before we can reply.
That's a nice try, Celia. But
Green.
I guess what's your favorite color then?
I'm a super fan, Madison.
Ochi, what is the next book? So the next book we're going to read is called The Name Jar. And that book, I can show you. Where did I put the bag?
I can show you a picture of.
So The Name Jar is a book about a young girl that comes to school one day, and she has
spoiler. Spoiler alert.
She has a name jar that she starts collecting, so that she can choose a name for herself. but it's a book about being happy with who you are and being accepting of that. So I think it's a very good book. It's one of my favorite books. But if any of you have any recommendations
Yes.
for me and Gabby to maybe read one day, we'd be happy to hear them and see maybe if we can do it. No promises, but we'd love to know what books you might want to see one day.
Yes.
And Zimo says hi. So hello. Hope you're having fun. And for those of you that would like to leave right now, you can. You don't have to stay around, but we do have one question that says, what makes you happy?
Whoa, that's a hard one. Many things make me happy. Particularly my dog, playing with him or just seeing him. Like sometimes he's just laying and I'm like, oh, you're so cute.
So for me, any cute animal I see makes me very, very happy. All my coworkers seem to know this very well and will bribe me with cute pictures of their pets, like their dogs and their cats. But I also really, really like the color yellow. So when I see the color yellow, it reminds me to be happy.
Oh, that's nice.
Celia said
Jokes
make her happy. Celia, do you have any good jokes that you can tell us?
A knock.
Emily, your stuffy makes you happy. What animal is your stuffy? I have an old Peter Rabbit bunny and a
penguin,
teddy bear, and a penguin. I have a lot of stuffies from.
No, I don't have a stuffy. So sad.
She's a bear. Oh, that is great. What color is the bear, Emily?
Okay, so we're gonna answer. If you have any more questions, just one more before we head out, and then you guys can join us again in 2 weeks from now if you'd like another storytime series, or if you're registered for another activity.
A brown bear that's wearing a dress. That is great.
That is cute.
I think that sounds like a wonderful bear. And you are very welcome, Iris. We hope to see
the picture
or
of the
at
next
least
book.
have you at another session. And we hope you had lots of fun. And yes, Gabby's going to show you the picture of the next book for you to see. So this one's called The Name Jar, and I'll be reading that one in 2 weeks.
Yes, 2 weeks.
So you'll get to see my smiling face, and Gabby will answer all your questions behind in the chat.
All right, so we're going to step out now. So
we'll give you maybe 10 seconds if you want to say bye, so you can type that out.
So
and after that.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say we
ahead.
usually do a countdown too.
Okay.
You ready?
I think maybe Gabby will count in Spanish. I can't count in Spanish, but I know Gabby can. So I'll put her in the spotlight.
Oh, thank you. So actually, I'll count in Spanish, but I'll do my countdown in sign language because I'm learning sign language now. So 10, 9, no, this is 11. I already forgot. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0.
Okay. So we hope you all had lots of fun, and I think Gabby did a great job reading this book to all of you and showing you how to make a word collection.
Yes.
If you choose to make one, we're happy to see you what you've made, and we've put the email in the chat before, but if you lost it, it's just on the website. But with that, Gabby and I say bye, and we hope you have
Adios. Ciao. Bye-bye.
So eating carrots with their high vitamin A content would allow you to end up seeing in the dark. And that would be really cool if eating vitamin A gave you super night vision, but unfortunately it does not. It is really important for general eye function, however, but as you can see, I'm wearing glasses and I eat a lot of carrots, so it doesn't change your glasses prescription, but it's still very important for your eye health. Next, let's do our spinach next. So I'm just tossing the leaves on. And spinach is very high in a vitamin called vitamin K. Vitamin K is one of the many vitamins and minerals that is really important for bone health. We've got our spinach here. And finally, we've got our beautiful purple cabbage, or red cabbage it's also called. So I used to not eat purple cabbage like at all. I thought it was kind of stinky, kind of smells a bit like farts, but it is a very beautiful purple color, so it always intrigued me. And then I found out how nutritious it is. So it has so many vitamins and minerals, like all the ones that these guys have, it has them all. And now it has a very special place in my heart. So purple cabbage is kind of a super veggie. Finally, we have all of our beautiful rainbow veggies laid out. Now this is optional, like we said in the supply list, but I'm going to add some protein on top. So I'm actually using tofurkey today, which I like. But if you have shredded chicken, you can put that on top.
Ooh, awesome. Keegan grows his own lettuce.
I'm very inspired by that, Keegan.
Yeah.
My dad has a garden and he grows tons of fruits and veggies, so I go steal those. But I don't have any vegetables that I'm growing myself. Okay, these are all
So Keegan's gonna have some eggs. Like, it's like all gonna be very self-sufficient.
That is, yeah,
He doesn't
super
have to go to
self-sufficient.
grocery store to buy anything. He'll have his
Wow.
lettuce, he'll have his eggs.
That is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks for sharing, Keegan. So I'm just putting maybe 4 slices on. Yeah, I'm gonna add 1 more slice. So again, if you have shredded chicken, you can put that on top. Or if you have chickpeas, like we also suggested, you can actually put those in a different bowl and use a fork to maybe mash them up just a little bit and put those on top, whatever protein you want, or you can just leave it all veggies. So I'm just going to wait a minute and then we'll get to the actual wrapping portion.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, or if you're still behind and you have anything that you want me to catch you up on, I've been answering a few questions on the chat here. So feel free to message me and I can get you caught up.
Thanks, Katie. I'm going to give my hands another rinse. They're a little sticky.
Okay, I'll launch another poll as well, so just to see how many people are done. And if we have some time, I might actually make it so we can play a little game. All right, a couple people need more time.
Sure. So I think we'll wait 1 more minute and then wrap the pinwheels just so we have time to show you how to cut them. But if you're a little bit behind, you can just watch us and then complete that portion afterwards. Let's see, I'm having a sip of water because we need to stay hydrated. Okay, so I am going to continue wrapping here just so that we have enough time to do so. So it looks something like this. Looks, you know, kind of messy right now, but it's going to be beautiful, I promise. So with your bell peppers right beside you, flip up the edge of the tortilla like so. And this is kind of like rolling a burrito, or I guess kind of like rolling sushi, but they're way better at that than I am. So sushi chefs, I mean. So we'll just keep rolling, and now don't press too hard while you roll, because as you can see, all the filling will sort of spill out of the back here. So just very gentle rolling. You can kind of pick up the back a little bit with your thumbs. And tuck with your fingers. Now when you get to the end, there's this little gap here. So I'm going to get the back of my spoon with a tiny bit of the cream cheese on it and glue it, or place it here just like glue for that other edge of the tortilla. And now, whoop, it's all rolled up. So here's our beautiful wrap. You could just eat it like this, but we're going to cut it. So I'm actually going to put it back onto the cutting board, because that way your parents won't get upset if we get knife marks on the cutting board as opposed to the plate. So just going to wipe off some of the liquid here, some of the moisture. So you've got your little wrap here. Oops, sorry for that noise. Okay, and we're just going to slice down the middle. So that's what the middle will look like. Beautiful. And we'll just keep slicing. So I'm making about inch wide pinwheels. So just like that. Keep slicing here. So you might get like 4 middle pieces, maybe a few more, and the ends will be a little bit messier, but that's okay. You can still absolutely enjoy those. I'm just gently sawing through here. And I'm going to get my plate to place these on.
Well, I had a question. Can you eat the end as a snack? Definitely. That's definitely.
That is exactly the point. Whoever asked, very smart. That is a treat for the cook. Or, well, a treat for Katie, because I can't eat cream cheese, but she will enjoy it, and I'll make one with hummus later. So here we have our beautiful rainbow veggie pinwheels. So you can see all the different colors and the nice dip coming out. Beautiful. Now, Katie, will you please taste one for me?
Of course, I would gladly. There you go.
Go ahead.
I was sitting on the sidelines, working so hard. All right, so beautiful.
Fingers crossed they're good.
Super good.
Are they good? That's awesome.
Yeah. I hope that everyone really enjoys these as well.
Thank you so much for joining us. We have a couple of minutes, so if you're ready to go, you can definitely exit out of the webinar, or if you want to play a little game, we can show you a super quick 2-minute game to play with your family and friends. Grab my thing here. And we'll also stick around for a few minutes after the live stream is over. So once 12 o'clock hits, you're welcome to go, excuse me. But if you have any other questions or need help catching up, we can definitely help you with that.
So I'm just gonna go sleep. Is that okay? Is that
Katie,
cool?
it's not time for napping yet.
Just go to sleep.
So Katie has, oh, you're so welcome, Keegan.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Oh,
that's great.
Too.
So Katie is wearing her mask here, which means you can't see anything, right?
Nope, can't see anything. It's black.
Okay, now I'm going to find a food item in my kitchen, and Katie has to guess what it is with your help. So, does anyone know what this is? Now, if you know what this is, can you please in the chat type some hints for Katie so I can read them out to her, but don't use the actual name of what it is. So help her guess. What color is it? So someone said it is green. It is green and sour.
Green and sour. What kind of vitamins is in it?
You even know what
I
kind of
know.
vitamins might be in it? It's small, it's green,
Yeah.
vitamin C.
Vitamin C.
Yeah, if you
Ooh,
don't know
I
the
think
vitamins, that's okay.
I think I have an idea. Is it a lime?
It is a lime.
Awesome.
Great job, you guys.
Sweet.
Also, I see somebody raise their hand, but if you have a question, please type it into the chat. It is zesty. This is probably my favorite citrus. So if you want to play that with your family or friends, just get a little blindfold. You can use whatever you want and have somebody else try and get them to guess what the fruit in this case or any other food is.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for joining us for Healthy Kitchen Creations today. Katie is going to go off and finish her beautiful pinwheels. And I'm going to make myself one now because I'm hungry too.
Yeah.
But you're free to go. Thank you so very much. And we have more sessions coming up as well. So if you want to see the recording of this, if you need help catching up, it will be on the SAIT Summer Camps website. And you can also email us at summer.camps@sait.ca with any questions, or if you would like to take a photo of your beautiful lunch and send us a photo of what you made.
Yeah, we'd love to see it.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Chloe.
Yeah, thanks, Chloe. All right, we'll see you next time. Hopefully we'll see you next week.